Giving it all we got, giving it all we can, giving it all we got. Oh, climbing up to the top of the world, no fear, we're gonna make it. Everything we want is ours.
Woo. Oh yeah. Another day here in my life on the Thai farm in Thailand. What are you doing today? Well, for me, actually I'll show you one thing I did was I pulled out the garden hose, stretched it all the way out, because and that hose actually goes all the way back there to our pump. When you use it and you walk around and stuff, it starts to like coil up or whatever. And then it gets twisted and it actually will collapse on itself in a fold, right? And then under the hot sun, those folds will be the first to crack and break. Anyway, it's best to keep your hose in an unwrapped position, you know, so you kind of, sometimes like that, you pull it all the way to the end and then you kind of spin it until it's right. For those of you hosers, you know what I'm talking about. Well, I have been working on my pump again this morning, and we are in probably the next final phase before I make the system go live. What I've done, what I've been able to complete, you can probably hear the pump is on. That is I got the line, not this one actually is extra. Oh! But the line there is just kind of sitting on the ground a little bit. It'll go into the pump that feeds the house, but I haven't connected that yet. What I'm doing now is I'm filling this tank. Actually, I just slipped on what is really kind of muddy. I'll show you why, because this piece of hose right here, what I did was I attached this to the filter backwash valve, so it didn't backwash over here. I just have it in a backwash out there and then rinse out there. I can see I got a little bit of a leak here. Which I wanted to see. I'll probably just tighten that. There you go. And yeah, so I got that. I wound up that valve I put in place and cut the pipe that goes to the pond. I don't need to worry about that right now, but I didn't want water going outside. Put a valve there. And now I got the pump that goes in our whole system, but I've directed it so it goes up into the tank. I did just turn it on to the backwash position, and I let it go out that small little tap. And it didn't come out very fast. It came out very, it was super black though. I mean, initially, because you got the activated charcoal and whatever else in there, all the other layers, and it came out kind of black. I can show you that over here, I think it's in the clip. And then and you let it run, man. You let it run like the new one, probably 10 minutes. I'd probably let that run 10 minutes until it became pretty much clear. It actually, I let it go until it was, I put it in a glass here, until it was this clear. You see bubbles in there. It's actually, I don't know if I'm in the sunlight here. That was pretty clear. And then you switched it, or I switched it to the rinse. So it could wash out all the other particles that, that were in the backwash area. And I got a clip of that too. And I noticed right away that the rinse came out like totally 10 times stronger. So I was like, whoa! So then I just let the rinse run for a little bit less. I let it run for like maybe 6 or 8 minutes, something like that. And then I switched it, or I turned the rinse valve off and switched it over to filter. And now what it's doing is, I'll show you up here. Whoa. I have it. Boom. Maybe I was wrong angle. Yeah, so I have it coming out. That's a pretty good flow. This is the cable for the float switch. It's got a little bit of a smell, but I think I'm just gonna let that. I don't know where it's at right now. Yeah, it's got about 1.5 foot of water in there right now. That's the smell is probably, it's not the sulfur smell or whatever. It's a smell from the tank being new. So my bleed out valve here for the tank, I could probably let that out right now. Let some water out of there. It'll probably come flying out of there. Whoa. And it's good the way I turn my, when I had to spin the tank around, do that and that. It just happened to be that this bleed out is, you know, out towards the canal. So that works. I'll let some of that go out because there might have been, you know, production dust and stuff like that when the tank was first made. But given that it's about 1.5 foot and then see 2, I don't know how long it takes, about 30 minutes. One of the things I saw today though, I was watching Kenny and Tomkit's channel, was that, and I hadn't thought of that. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, because he put a well in, and that is, it's like, well, how much water do you have down there? You know, in the well. So it's kind of like, how long can you run your pump sucking up water? Are you going to suck it up so much that the table goes past your pump? And then if you don't have, you know, the dry pump shut off or whatever, then your pump's just going to go, you know. But I think here between, you know, between that pond and these ponds fill up even without, I never put any water in this pond. We drained that thing to get all the fish out of there not too long ago. Got those on videos, and then it filled itself back up. So it's pushing up from our aquifer. So there's probably plenty of water here. I can let it run like until this thing is full. I'm not gonna let it get totally full though. I think I'm gonna actually shut it down about maybe halfway, because I still haven't hooked up the pump. So here's the, I got it in there, but here's the wire, and I just, you know, I was just able to get a box for the switches and stuff, and I need to do the electrical. I'm gonna try and do that today and have it all set up so that I can make the transition. So what I am gonna do is, as a matter of fact, I'll show you this glass of water. This glass of water is from our blue tank over there. This is the water that we currently use for everything in the house, and showers and bathrooms and all that stuff. We drink bottled water and stuff, but I'm telling you, if I was thirsty, absolutely, would I drink this? Absolutely. Would I drink it every day for until forever? I don't know. I'm already 65, I might as well. But yeah, this water has no taste other than water, no smell, clean smell. You know, we had to go through my 5 foot worth of charcoal tank to get here, on its way through the sand tank and of course the rock tank. So I think this is a pretty good water. And if this water in here that's coming out is any or as good as this, I'm gonna be happy. Matter of fact, so what I'll do is I'm gonna take a water sample. I don't have test kits and all that. Maybe later I can get one, but yeah, how valid are those test kits? I gotta keep the lid on this kind of closed because I don't want no leaves getting in there. We are in a leafy kind of environment. And if, like I say, if push comes to shove, if the water here is not super clear or super clean or whatever, I think it would be clean enough that a simple single, you know, filter, maybe even here on the way out after the pump, after the house pump, or no, before the house pump. Yeah, anyway, one more filter would probably do it. So let me see if I can, we'll put these glasses on the ground. And the real test will be letting it sit, like, and so tomorrow I'll look at the same glasses. But here they are. There's both glasses of water, and they both look pretty cool. Can you tell which one is which? Actually, that one is sitting on top of a gold piece of stain, so it's probably not fair. And that one I drank out of. Oh, here, wait, where's it? It's a leech or something. There you go. Boom. Yeah. That's pretty good water for your house, isn't it? That's pretty good to me, man. I just hope it stays clear until tomorrow. You know, usually I set it for like 3 days, and then if the one glass turns all gold and stuff, then you know you still got that particulate matter in your iron and all that in the water. It's not gonna kill you, but it will stain your sinks and toilets and all that. All right, man. Let me get back at it, see if I can't get the electrical hooked up today. Yee-hoo! All right. Oh, well, there we are. So, I've worked pretty much all day on it. And got it all wired up. Pump's on right now because my wife's watering the lawn. So I haven't really actually hooked the pump to the control switch yet. I have hooked it to everything else, whatever, but here, check it out. So your float switch, that's what I meant, not control switch, but your float switch, I got it connected actually to that light bulb, as if the light bulb was the motor. That way I can make sure that this is actually working right. So if you see this, there you go. So when it's hanging down in the bottom of the water, the power will be on, just like it's on that light. As this thing floats up, boom, the light will go off. So that's the way that works. Boom. I just put that in the water. Splash. But I think I still need to, you know, I still want to like drain the water and flush the water a couple times, stuff like that. So not like that, but I haven't figured out how to, you know, my wife wants to use the pump like she's doing now, right, to water the, let me wipe this off, to water the plants and all that stuff. So I need a way to, although this turns the pump on, keeps it going till it fills up, I need a way for her to independently turn the pump on without turning this on. I'm gonna have to have a sit down for that one. I don't think it could be as simple as taking the plug and just splitting it into two pieces. You know, one to the breaker that works this thing and one to the regular plug where she plugs it in and makes it work. Yeah. All right, man. Well, that's about it. I'll get a little walk out here for you. Show you show you something on my, well, it's my neighbor's farm, but it's the same as ours over on that side. And that is, you know, a berm here. These are all, this is all going to be soybeans, man. Yeah. And they're kind of, I don't know how soybeans grow, I think I mentioned that, but these all look like they're kind of far apart. Maybe it's like a bush and it fall in one plant has a whole bunch. I'll probably just go Google that tonight and look at it, see what's gonna look like. I like to watch stuff grow, as some of you know. Whoa. It's shoot, it's 4:20 right now. Speaking of growing things. All right, man. Well, there's another little update on the electrical portion of my water system. Hopefully it works. I just looked at the glasses of water. They look okay. I'm gonna wait till the morning, take a look at them, and you know, see if I need to make any changes. All right, then. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you the electrical portion. I just zip tied it. The line from up there, I zip tied it all the way down here. Came up. And this is what I did. I put the box right here. This is my sample light bulb. So this wire comes out. It's going to go actually to the plug. This is the plug to the water pump right now. So this will connect directly to this. I'll splice it in there. And these two switches. This is for the, you know, the float switch, and that's just the breaker it goes to. That's the controller switch. And anyway, I just mounted the box to the brick right there. Connected everything. You had to do, like, you know. Anyway, I'll show you what that looks like in the picture that I used. All right, man. Let's get back at it. Choo! Not a lot of action today, but hey, thanks for watching. And keep watching for more waterworks here on the bottom. Back at you.